This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay.
Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Green Bay Packers.
It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in week 4.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Throwing to start the drive. Harding.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's, and right away, he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've comped it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
On point, ready?
Mixon with a 1st down carry. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You look at this Packers defense.
Now, they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
On one, ready?
Now 2nd and 9.
Now a turn and a give to Mixon. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Those defense for the Packers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here's 3rd and 6. Now Burrow changing things up here. And Chase will go in motion left.
On 3rd down, Burrow. A quick throw there is incomplete.
It's going to hurt a bit because they needed completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that hits the crossbar and comes back no good. And by just a couple of inches, this remains a scoreless game. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
You talk about this Bengals defense.
They've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball, they don't get things done early.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
The Packers hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll look to throw again.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Here we go. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Now Burrow changing the look. In motion is McKenzie. And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. The chase will go in motion left.
11 mighty.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. That is caught. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Here we go. Stop.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 7.
Now it's Burrow. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards, the final tally.
Here we go.
They'll come out in the pistol.
11 MT tank. 11 MT tank. 11. Stop.
And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward.
And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Jamar Chase.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Bengals have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Off the play fake. Harding.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
On 1st and 10, Harding.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bengals are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Here we go.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
12.
Now Burrow going to change things up. Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here we go.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
11.
Now it's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
There it is, a staple of most teams' playbooks, the angle route. A lot of times you want to take away that inside route by a back, but when they sell it like he's going to the flat, that is tough on inside linebackers. One false step, and that ball's completed.
And now an audible here into something else. Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
Here we go.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
12. 11 MT. 11. Stop.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. Down the sideline he goes.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Dobbs goes in motion. Finds his receiver, Watson.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Off play action. Harding. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Harding. Over the middle, and there's a diamond catch. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On 1st down, Harding.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw is probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Riddick with a carry. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Looking to throw. Harding.
This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Taking it about the 16 and able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. There'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And Burrow going to change the play.
12, 12, 12. 12, 12, 12.
Back to Mixon on first down. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
On one, ready?
This 2nd and 4.
11, 11,
Now
11.
they'll shift things around.
Stop.
On 2nd down, Burrow. Short pass to Howard. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
On one, ready? 11 MT tank. 11 MT tank. 11 MT tank. 11 MT tank. 11 Thomas. 12, 12, 12. 11 Mighty. 11 Dot.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Burrow will throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
And
unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Short pass to Howard. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. We welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position.
At their own 38-yard line.
On 2.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Here we go.
Now 2nd and 5.
11, Thomas. Behind.
Oh, design run for their wideout. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
11.
Inside handoff to Mixon, as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 3.
11, mighty. 11, mighty. 11. Behind.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again, and he gets it down to the 32.
41 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10.
Mixon will go off tackle left. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Now Burrow changing things up here.
11, mighty. 11, mighty. 11.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Up to midfield.
And what a return. He's all the way down to the 30.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Riddick. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They go back to Reddick. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Well, down this big, we know that they need touchdowns instead of field goals, but now it's add insult to injury because they can't even get the 3, Charles, on the excellent block there by the special teams.
And it certainly felt to me like the special teams consider themselves an extension of the defense, which has played well for them. They have a nice cushion. They didn't want to allow any points, any opportunity to cut into their lead. A big-time play by those guys on that side of the ball.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
11, Thomas.
From midfield now, Burrow.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
He finds his running back, Mixon. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon,
29 yards.
And the Bengals take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is now 24.
Packers nothing.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays that put.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick six is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here. And that one, it backfired in a big way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And the fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic?
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Off the play fake. Harding. And this one is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Off play action. Harding. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Check smash. Check smash. Forward 70. Top low 18. Go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And Watson has it right side. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. The Packers unable to pick up the 1st. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Here we go.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Burrow. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
12, 12, 12. Side.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 15. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Brings up second and a yard at the 28-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Harding completes it again to Dobbs. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
60 bison, 60 bison.
Back to throw. Harding. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll bring up second down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Here's second and 10.
79 Bronco. Take off.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's complete to Dobbs. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Well, that's something you haven't had to talk about much this game. A nice big play right there. But this team, overall, they haven't done a whole lot offensively.
Well, they're still sitting on the goose egg. We talk about defenses having pride in a shutout. This offense wants to get rid of that 0. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Second and 10. To throw again. Harding. It's tipped, but it doesn't matter. He still catches it. Touchdown! Mark Andrews. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Packers are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. And that is off the left upright. It's no good.
Anders Carlson to kick off for the Packers.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. They try to eat some clock with Mixon, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back.
Let's get set. 11, 11, 11. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go.
Again, it's Mixon. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter.
Here we go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
11,
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Burrow on third down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards there for number 15.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
It's Mixon on the counter, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
11.
In motion is McKenzie. Back to Mixon on second down.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Here we go.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Here we go.
On third down, Burrow. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for fourth down.
Ready? Cowboy 80. Bravo 80.
They go play action here on first down. And it'll be intercepted.
It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And still a little bit of time left, but the defense can't stop the clock. So 3 kneel downs should be enough to finish this one off. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, and what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Here we go.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Off the option to give to Strong.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Cincinnati, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.